So would you guys believe this is my first pair of 350s that I was actually a hit on in 2022 so far? Like, that's pretty insane. But is it going to be the last one I'm going to be able to buy for a while? Because obviously Kanye's had some choice words for Adidas and the way that he feels like they've been kind of taking advantage of their partnership. It doesn't feel like too much of a partnership. It feels like a rulership, the way that Kanye runs things. But I wanted to show you guys my latest pickup from the Yeezy line and have a discussion with you guys about the dark future of the Yeezy Boost 350 as well as the Yeezy line in general. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So here we have the slate colorway of the Yeezy Boost 350s, but honestly, the very first thing that came to mind is it looked like a reversed colorway of this one that I got years ago when the 350 V2s were finally first coming out and stuff. It's been a crazy time with the 350 V2, and hearing Kanye talk about the 350 V2 in the way that he does, of basically like they're releasing colorways that he's not approving of, and the rulership that he has over releasing a bunch of different products. I don't really know what to believe, to be 100% honest. At the end of the day, I'm looking at Adidas and thinking, are you gonna let him do that to you guys? But also, it's like a brilliant partnership. Like, Kanye has brought a lot of good things to Adidas. So it's really just unfortunate to see the whole scenario unfold the way it is, like right now. Obviously, Kanye has a lot of personal life things going on as well. And so, like, I feel like he's just trying to disrupt a lot of different things. If it's not 100% perfect, or he's just trying to find like chaos in whatever he can, unfortunately. I do wonder about the future of the Yeezy Boost 350s because of the fact that he is so adamant about like not working with Adidas in the future. And if he gets royalties from the sales of these shoes, do you think Adidas is just going to say, forget about it, like pull the plug completely and then not have him have any say and not have any products for him to make any money on? Or do you think that they're just going to continue to produce and then just try to make as much money off of what they can because they have the rights to the product and give him his royalties and still be able to make their money as well? I don't know what the right answer is necessarily, but if you look back at the history that Kanye had with Nike, he only had a couple different models in 3 or 4 different colorways or whatever of each of the models. And that's it. Like, lots of samples floated around, lots of stuff that could have been done, lots of future stuff that he could have created, but he wasn't happy with that either. So he took his talents to Adidas, where he was able to create so many things that he actually gets offended when Adidas ends up creating something that might be somewhat similar-ish to, but maybe not exactly similar to some of the things he's creating. So many different things that he's actually angry that he didn't approve of the colorways or the re-releases or the retros of some of the colorways that were created. Ultimately, it's like feast or famine, like not enough in one, too much in the other. What's the perfect Kanye balance that we're supposed to be able to have to make him happy? I'm not sure about the answers. Some of you guys will definitely side with Kanye and think that Adidas is out of pocket for creating models that look like his, trying to make knockdown versions of the 700s. But in my opinion, you got to realize, like, Steve Smith helped create the 700s as well as the foam runners, as many other Yeezy models with Kanye, and he's like the godfather of creating footwear, right? Like, especially the older style and the cut and sew stuff, like the dad shoe vibes, right? Adidas is allowed to work with him with other models he's created. I'm sure Steve Smith has had other popular models that he's not even accredited to, that we all know and love. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of bad blood between Adidas and Kanye with the stuff that's being created. And it's going to be interesting to see if the production of his products are going to have a halt to it, or if Adidas is just going to go on business as usual and pretend that Kanye is not saying anything. I mean, Kanye has been saying some crazy stuff across the board and talking about opening his own Yeezy Shops, which is, again, just an interesting move from Kanye because he's had his own public line of Yeezy footwear that was not sponsored by Adidas, like the crepe boots and a couple other things that he's created, like a bunch of different boots, in fact. And then you also have his Yeezy fashion line, which is, again, not partnered with Adidas. It's his own thing that has been like a major flop. A lot of the stuff was crazy priced and ended up at like super cheap prices on discount at stores like End and stuff that sold his Yeezy apparel line. So, like, he's tried to do some of that. It didn't really work, but now he thinks that having his own pop-up store is going to be the saving grace and what's going to give him the satisfaction of creating the things that he thinks that he needs to create. I just don't really know what to believe anymore. I'm too old to be wondering about whether or not somebody else is telling us the truth. I just feel like the way Kanye sees the world and the reality of the world sometimes is different. And hopefully he'll be able to figure out like an equal medium between Adidas, because I'd like to see more creative stuff come through the pipes. I mean, what we've got a taste of so far, we've really enjoyed, at least I have. So it's nice to be able to see the creation of the Yeezy slides, and then the foam runners and other things that are kind of different and fun for the footwear culture in general. It's not that I want to discredit anything that he's brought to the table, because he's brought a lot of amazing things to the table, but I don't feel like it's, again, like a partnership with these brands. It's a rulership, the way that he runs everything, and he needs to be checked sometimes, and I think that that's not a bad thing. Sometimes some people need to be brought down to reality, and hopefully we'll see some forward progression in the next like 3 months, 6 months, year. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section. At the end of the day, I got my first pair of Yeezys this year, and to be 100% honest, it looks the same as any other Yeezys that I've got. They're all natural tone, earth tone colors. This is the 800th version of a natural earth tone color. Supposedly grayish, but honestly looks tannish, grayish to me in hand, oatmealish with a black stripe. I do like them though, and I've always liked earth tone colors and sneakers and everything else. It's just crazy that we've had so many of them over and over again. So many that it's confusing to everybody out there, but at the end of the day, he's doing what he's doing. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Leave some heavy comments in the comment section. What do you guys think about this whole debacle? Curious to see you guys' thoughts, but thanks again for watching. Hopefully you'll see you back on the channel for some more videos. All right, peace guys.